Hello, welcome back to oh god, what am I doing with my life? Welcome back to Submerged. I'm so excited to be playing this game again. So, certain events have transpired since I last played. We here at Gamespresso have reviewed it, and we gave it a 3 out of 5. I had to look it up to see whether we're using 3 out of 5 or 3 out of 10, because I was thinking 3 out of 10. So that's awkward. It's weird, they gave it a 3 out of 5, and I gave it a 3 out of 10. I didn't review it, but if I were to, that would be what I would give it. And yet, I have a lot nicer things to say about the game than they did in the review. It's weird, I have a higher opinion of the game, and yet I scored it lower. It's probably just a matter of personal taste, really. It's weird, this game is weirdly puts me in a trance when I'm not talking anyway. I can't really sleep right now, but I'm just a naturally much more patient person, as not exhibited in Among the Sleep, where I'm just kind of wanting the game to get interesting, and it just doesn't happen. But I think that's different because whoa! Oh, why would I say whoa? Nothing's gonna happen. I guess in Among the Sleep, I already caught onto the game's premise, and what it's about, and I already, almost before I even started playing the game, I knew what was going to go wrong with it. That the fact that you're a baby, and that it's really tough to have tension, and conflict, and obstructions to your goals when you're 2. But that's Among the Sleep, but this is Submerged, and Submerged has a very different problem. There's just not much to it, really. I will always contend that this is a beautiful game, as not exhibited by what you're seeing right now, but as more what's going on over there. But it's also a rather pointless game and poorly scripted. Take a look at the journal. The city story is completely out of order, and you can't really make sense of it without knowing the full story. They should have told the city story like they told our story. With each new clip you pick up, you start adding to the story, getting more out of it, knowing more. Instead, we just kind of have... I'm sorry, you won't know what's going on until you beat the game. And that's awful storytelling. Whoa. It's like a... I know it's a hospital, but that looks... I don't know what that looks like. It looks like a submarine-like thing. I don't know. You know, it's funny. I think if I weren't doing a Let's Play of this, I would be a lot more patient with the game. If I weren't talking right now, I will play this game for hours on end and just love it. I'm just weird like that because I'm just a lot naturally more patient, and it's weird, but I am having fun. My version of fun, not yours. Most standard definitions of fun would not apply here. But yeah, at this point, it's really more about dissecting what went wrong and why it's not good. At this point, there's not much to bounce off other than the story fragments I get, and just basically review the game while I'm playing it, which I love to do, by the way. That's kind of one of the things about my style. That's not bragging. That's just how I do things. Well, there's a thing here. How much you want to bet I won't be able to make sense of it? Wow! No clue. Thunder below the sea, on the water? No clue. Nothing. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is I'm probably going to basically fast forward. I'm gonna keep playing, definitely. I'm playing till the end, no question about it. But I don't think I'll show you the whole thing because really, it's just kind of more of this. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm like probably going to collect another care package or whatever, maybe 2. End the episode, and then just kind of... The next thing you'll see on the receiving end is just a collection of all the highlights of like the more of the story bits as they keep popping up. And once I've completed the game, then I'll tell you the full city story and tell you what sense I can make out of that. Ah, now that one I can do actually. Well, actually at first I thought it was just if your friends jumped off a cliff with you, but seeing 27 next to it, it's they all got on land for safety. Gotta tell you, liking the lens flares, liking the reflection of the water and all that. Look, it's like a broken record, I know, but this is a beautiful game. There's no contesting that. It's clear that they worked really hard on building, like, almost every detail. I mean, yeah, the textures on, like, this thing aren't quite so great, but they made a very detailed world. They built an entire city that's underwater. And that looks cool. Just wish they built, you know, things to do as well. Oh, food. I do remember the last episode saying that we needed food. Yeah, there's 3 of them now. My Shadow of the Colossus reference is paying off, because in that game, every time you beat one, another shadow appears whenever you head back to base. Now another zombie appears every time you appear back to base, and it looks like she's like got stuff on her. Like, I remember that like someone somewhere said something like she was turning into a zombie or something like that. So Mommy's still drinking. She broke the bottle, so she got frustrated with the drinking, and now she's happy and sober. And then she murdered her daughter. What? Oh, the daughter broke the... Oh. Ooh, she's not doing too good.
Needs to fix.
Bug spray, really? Anyway, the daughter broke the mom's liquor. The mom got... Well, it looks like she got happy. But apparently she got frustrated and then decided to murder her daughter. Because I want drinking. Mommy want drinking. That's sad. I guess. Oh, bump. This is one durable boat. I'm surprised you can get a lot of cool shots just from the postcard feature. And there's a lot of stuff that you do want to take pictures of. Oh, there's another zombie. Or, no, that's a person. No, wait, it's a zombie, yeah. Okay, so he commits suicide, so. Are all zombies perhaps weak against water? Well, not really. Because, you know, it's raining. So, okay, I guess not. So, I guess he just wanted to take a swim. Maybe wash off all that muck that's on him. Not gonna work, but I don't know. Anyway, yeah, postcards. As a photographer, like, I've taken photography classes, and I wouldn't say that would be, like, a profession for me, but I really started to dig it kind of as a little bit of a hobby of mine. Yes, photography is the hobby, but gaming is the career, right? Well, I guess. I don't know. I know when there's something beautiful to see. I know photography is about opportunity a lot. Sometimes you go out looking for stuff, but most of the time you like it when you see it and you want to take a picture of it. It's cool that, you know, we live in an era with cameras where that's possible every time that there's something cool to take a picture of. 3 hours later. Yeah, trust me, you didn't miss much. But yeah, this game lets me It's like just the right speed for like, it's not too intense, it's just very laid back. Just kinda there. Just kinda keep playing. Oh. What? Okay, while I'm still up here, let me see if there's anything else to collect. Because that's the thing. After all that platforming, I don't want to come back up here and go, oh, you missed a thing. Oh! Oh, I can zipline. Okay, that's cool. That has made it mildly more interesting. Oh, hello. I'm camera shy. He's right. I was gonna take a picture of him. Alright, package 2. Let's see what we got here. Bug spray. Oh, we're halfway through. Yep, 4 of them now. Nice asses. She not look too good. The brother and sister were attacked by Mommy, and then they were sad and they left. I guess Mommy wasn't good at attacking them. Hopefully the brother doesn't get corrupted too. Is that German? So like... Oh, okay. I couldn't quite make it out at first, but apparently the mother attacked the daughter. The brother said, no, wait, and got in the way, and then... Oh, the brother did get stabbed. So they were crying and they left. And the mother became a wacky wailing, inflatable arm flailing tube mom. Well, okay. Let's go to the one up north then. The King of the North! I'm sorry about that. I just randomly quote Game of Thrones stuff for no reason. Without really much provoking or any build-up. I just spout things like that just sound cool, you know? Like King of the North, Iron Price, Lannister always pays his debts, and so on. The night is dark and full of terrors. I suppose I can talk about Game of Thrones. I've watched the, like, I just got into the series like about 3 months ago. Because, you know, I don't have cable or HBO, but I have Netflix, so I started borrowing the DVDs and was just instantly hooked. As you would expect, right? So, like, in Game of Thrones, there's naturally just a bunch of characters you latch onto. Like, there's the Baratheon stag. Obdurate creature? Sure. Obviously, everyone's 2 favorites are Daenerys and Tyrion. Probably because they're the characters most likely to still be alive in the final season. So everyone likes Tyrion and Dany. I do too. Yes, they are kind of my favorites, but then, you know, after that, there's always these few other characters that people are rooting for. Me in particular, I know it's gonna sound weird, but I'm rooting for Brienne. She is kind of like takes things a little too seriously, like especially when, like, you know, she's still like fighting for the honor of after he died like 3 seasons ago. Spoilers. Wow, I need to be careful with that. And, you know, she's a bit naive, a bit full of herself. But you know what? She's pretty cool and badass when she needs to. And she's like the last lawful good character in the show. And I've always had a bit of a thing for the strong, silent type of woman. Especially the good aligned ones. And it's weird, like, that's not the kind of person that I want to fall in love with. That's the character I like to watch as a show, but I don't know. I guess it's a thing about it's a matter of fantasy. The nature of fantasy is that fantasy characters, you know, they just wouldn't work out if they were really met in real life. Like there's a lot of ladies who seem to like Loki. And yes, milady, I know you're listening. And I suppose the nature of fantasy characters is that it wouldn't work out in real life because people that like Loki are like, you know, there's that whole evil thing that causes problems in relationships. That, you know, he doesn't love anyone, he just manipulates them. How did I get stuck in here? But no, what's happening? Oh no, we're gonna crash. Oh, what the? Well, oh wait, I actually am stuck in here. I wasn't trying to get out till now, but oh dear. That's unacceptable. Oh wait, is that like, no, that's not. That is! I was stuck on concrete. That is unacceptable. Okay, well somehow I have to get on top of this thing. Because there's a care package there. But how do I get it? Well, I was deep in thought and I lost it. Oh yeah, Loki. So, I suppose the thing with fantasy characters is that there are things that just wouldn't work out in real life. When it comes to like characters like Brienne of Tarth, I'd be like that's fun to watch, but it's not fun to date because I'm a naturally chatty person. And I wouldn't want to actually date Lady Brienne, like a character like Lady Brienne, because she's not a chatty person. She's just kind of a, as Jaime Lannister would describe, kind of a humorless bore. But I like watching the character because that's the kind of character I would root for. It's the kind of character I want to see more of. There just simply aren't enough characters like Brienne. And I wouldn't want, like, Milady, I wouldn't want you to incorporate characteristics of Brienne, just serve some sort of fantasy, just be yourself, you know? And so I guess the nature of fantasies is that they're just naturally characters that we might be drawn to, but they're fantasy, and they just wouldn't work out. I probably already said that. I'm like a broken record here. What do I know about dating advice? Oh well. Hopefully that provided deep thoughts to some people. I don't know. Not like those deep thoughts, but... Oh yeah, anyway, I am also rooting for Brienne. I'm totally shipping Brienne and Podrick. Or Tripod, as he's been called by fan community. And I was like... well, they call him Tripod because of this one scene where as Tyrion's like, hey man, you saved my life. I owe you. And I know you're a virgin. So let's give you a great night with these 3 wonderful hookers. The best in the land and all that. We later find out that, like, they didn't accept payment. It was a whorehouse, and they didn't accept payment. And so the big question was like, wait, and like they didn't accept payment because apparently, according to Podrick and the hookers telling their boss, they didn't like that it was so good that like they didn't want to pay. They said keep it, it was worth it. In all our years, we've never We've never had anything like Podrick. And of course, Podrick is smiling a mile wide, happy every scene since, pretty much. Especially when he started to work with Brienne. He's like, yeah! He has the most yay look on his face. And so the big mystery around this, one of the big, well, not really, but one of the mysteries of the show is like, what did he do to those whores? No one knows. Whoa! There's quite a few of you now. So no one knows what happened. And so, like, I was reading a whole bunch of theories. Like, some of them are like, oh, it's an elaborate game of, like, mystery and subversion between, like, you know, Varys and Littlefinger and, like, their spy network, and, like, they're doing all sorts of elaborate things. And then, like, while people are, like, giving this serious discussion, one person said, maybe he just rocked their world and was amazing. You ever think of that? Yeah, and we're out to sea. Predictable.
Cash need to be close. Eat stage.
Ugh, we're doing everything. Every step we take out of here is just another thing to add to all this. Well, I don't see any of their care packages that I've marked, so I'm just probably gonna have to wonder now. Anyway, let me finish my thought on Game of Thrones real quick. But yeah, I think the essence of Podrick's character is that he is just the luckiest person in this very grim and, like, dangerous world. Everything is going wrong for everyone else, except for Podrick. Because for some reason, since the series has started, Podrick has worked for a rich lord, Tyrion. Protecting a Lannister adds a lot to a young squire's resume, I guess. He has killed a Kingsguard and saved his lord's life. As repayment, he has had fantastic, epic sex. Not with his lord, but you know what I mean. And now he is traveling with Brienne, who is currently the most powerful warrior in the show, and she has a Valyrian steel sword, which means that she has protection against White Walkers, Whites, and zombies and all that. And they're traveling unknown, sort of anonymously. No one is really going to, you know, try to kill Brienne unless, like, you know, she pisses them off or something. What I mean is, it's not like the Starks where there's always someone trying to kill them. At any and all... I've already been here, haven't I? At any and all points, no one is really trying to kill Brienne. Unless, you know, she confronts them for over one of her goals. Basically, traveling pretty. He's hanging out with one of the best, with one of my favorite characters in the show, and he has almost no chance of dying by her side because she has absolutely everything that could possibly protect him against any and all situations. Podrick is the luckiest person in the show. And that's his character. Things just work out for the guy. Well, and on that note, that is going to be it for this episode of Submerged. And we'll see you next time.